Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Michigan's offense will get the ball first. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And David, I feel like every week defenses try to come up with plans to stop these two. No one's been able to do it yet. They get their passes completed. They throw touchdowns. And right now, this is a massive challenge for this defense today.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great receivers in the country that don't have the great trigger man. But he's got both. So they can attack the whole field. He can get it a multitude of ways. Like, these are two superstars at the top of their game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of... after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Inside the Big House, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan. All that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff. Out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Vaughn. Caught. Slips one guy. Now he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Illinois.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football, a turnover on downs. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. fires to the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Looking downfield, it's Vaughn. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches.
When you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
He's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The hand to the running back. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hole in the defense. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense defense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh, this boy too crazy. This boy too crazy. That pocket, my boy. You know who we got? But this man, with nobody in front of him, took the risk to one hand that big. To the crib. Theatrics. Where to die. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
I'm about to restart this one.
And let's check in
Never
with Kevin
mind.
Connors
I
in the
don't like the
studio.
movies,
Kevin.
but
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the ground with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the left. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
One of us got 3 touchdowns.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it and fires to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They reeled off off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Rushes on him. Got the back over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Motion from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snags it down the right side. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Rides the back on the option. The give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. On a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Rides the back. Touchdown, Illini! Great job by the back on the option.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He fires to the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defense.
We got to get ready for blue and the defending two-time champions. So we're going to put the backups in for the whole half. Can't risk no injury.
Plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Weaver. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Vaughn. Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. On the move. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Buys a little extra time. Running to Green. Across the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He leaves it with the back. He's inside the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Duarte. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This field position is quite advantageous. 1st and goal from the 4. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Akron is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over Rutgers. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Caught over the middle. It's Weaver. Gets away from one. He's got space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Weaver. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. He's got the back in the middle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weaver. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the single back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Illinois. Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here we go, here we go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on second down for this offense. The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Adkins. And his first throw here is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Gonna look downfield again. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now...
There he goes! And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field,
touchdown Illini! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air, it's Hawkins. They're working that left side. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
this is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Complete out of the backfield. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Makes the catch down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Illinois lining up quickly.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. but I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. To the air, it's Adkins. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Defense showing blitz here. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Fires and picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Ready for another game.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Looking to throw at Hawkins. Right down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3. So he's got it. First down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. They're still firing away even with this lead. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.